Cool, 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 cool. All right, welcome back. This is session 8. Uh, Last time we started off with our fight with the steam methods. Kai was in a bit of a emotional situation with having been kissed by Leslie. Um, then Bucky was babysitting or being babysat by Bernard after having downed an entire pitcher. But you guys heard a clang from inside the bar. Alexi and Herschel were the first ones in and saw the Mephits. From there, everyone else ran inside after Bucky was given a healing, a lay on hands to at least get him functional. From there, you guys, Bucky did what he always does and just ran right in and started slashing things. Alexi pulled off a very helpful guiding bolt, which was almost took out the Mephit, but not quite. Kai managed to cast Witch Bolt, which probably saved Leslie, who was also there in the fight, much to her own surprise. And then from there, after taking out his own Mephit, Bernard then laboriously climbed over a counter just to watch the fight get finished. From there, Alexi was brought back into the kitchen by Curdy, who had him start cleaning up the kitchen after the mess. But Herschel led Leslie and Kai back there to discover that there was a connection between what just happened in the bar and what has been going on with the mimic and the frogs. And so yeah, they got another clue. They've got more evidence to research. But for now, they're kind of the investigation is kind of on a standstill because you guys are still going to classes. You guys are still doing your own stuff. But from there, we kind of rolled for classes. Bucky and Alexi didn't roll too well, but they gained a benefit from Herschel after Herschel elected to both get disadvantage and then fail his classes. So he will be automatically failing his study sessions, or no, he just automatically failed his classes to give Bucky and Alexi advantage during study sessions during the study phase of the next test.
Incredibly nice of him.
Was that Cedric?
But incredibly nice of him.
Yeah.
Probably unnecessary, but incredibly nice regardless.
Yep. Kai is not doing great, but not doing as bad as the other two. She's kind of pulling off a C average, which is not where Kai wants to be. We'll see how she handles that. And Bernard is actually the only one doing fairly well after having a really rough start to his year. He's finally got the handle on things. Herschel then we played out Herschel's way of tutoring Bucky and Alexi by Herschel calling out essentially Bucky's tutor and Alexi's teacher, in which they started doing their jobs a bit better. And then from there, Bucky was assigned a big semester project to break into Dapplewing Manor. it has been cleared out for the assignment for the rest of the semester, and it's while technically still it's kind of a part resident hall, part museum, because it was essentially the residency of Captain Dapplewing back in the day, and so upon his death, he left the building to the campus to do what they will, and they kind of preserved his legacy while also using the building to their best ability. And so it kind of functions as a residency, office space, and museum kind of building. The first floor is the the museum to Captain Dapplewing. Second floor is the residency slash offices, and then and then you have the attic, which is not really public space. So,
Ed, can you remind me, was Geo's um, assignment to steal a specific item?
yes, yes, it was essentially what he was supposed to do was to put together a team to infiltrate the building without getting caught, retrieve a certain item. The item will be what item you will be retrieving will be given to you upon the turn in of the list of your group list, which I placed a cap of 8. And yeah, there was. You don't know what item you are retrieving yet, but there is a specific item that you are to retrieve, and you've also been told that it is in the attic. So basically, you guys got to get through the entire manor up to the attic and then back out without being caught. From there, Bucky gathered everyone up in the Biblioplex book garden, and when Herschel showed up, his magic was going a little wonky, and unfortunately, he collapsed. And he told everyone, before he collapsed, he told everyone just leave his body alone. It's easier to find that way. But I believe Alexi and Bernard had something else that they were going to do with him. But Bernard cut off the finger of Herschel to kind of act as an alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are now.
As if that was a totally 100% rational thing to do.
Right now we don't have Bernard quite yet, but
why don't we take this second to kind of talk Geo, Kate, and I, and then we'll try to figure out a team, because we already know we're including Bernard. Let's see who else we want to bring in to this team.
Yes.
What do you think, Geo? You're the unofficial leader of this expedition. What do you think you need?
Well, we need somebody who can at least move without being detected. We need somebody who can at least get in without being detected, or at least guide us on a path that leads us to not being detected.
I mean, I think we're gonna get detected regardless. So I think we need to have a fall guy, like, maybe Scott.
Well, but we have to submit our teams beforehand.
I know.
So
but
submitting
again.
No, Scott will not be part of our team. However, if we can lure him into the vicinity and blame shit on him, makes our lives easier. Alexi would bring forth Win as an option.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The other thing is Leslie is in your class as well.
Mm-hmm. Leslie is also taking tactics and strategy.
So she has to do the assignment, so we just add her into the group as well.
Ed, would she have told us what type of wizard she is? What college she studies?
She is not. I mean, I don't know, Kai, would you have asked her at all, or I know that she would not have told the rest of you, but as far as Kai, um,
Um, I mean, we probably would have talked about it, especially as I was probably very excited to conjure the
mhm.
pillow. And be like, oh, look at this. I can conjure shit. Leslie, look what I can do.
Huh? Oh, yeah. No, I kind of saw that already, sort of.
What? How'd you kind of.
Well, I guess. Well, I'm in a
Oh.
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? She is on the team now.
That was quick.
Important roles, my dude. Important roles.
What? Oh, yeah. I guess. Okay. I do need to make. I guess I can just join your team instead of having to go out and build my own team. Sure.
You have been conscripted.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
That-
that's exactly how. That is exactly how people want to be asked into the team. You are now a conscript.
I mean, I don't mind. It's fine. I kind of need it anyway. I mean, it's.
Star Wars. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
No, I don't think I could if I wanted to.
Kai, blink twice if you're in trouble.
All right, so you have Leslie, the divination wizard. Uh, Alexi, do you want to go get Win?
Oh, I would absolutely love to get Win. I'll just say, Win, have assignment. Talk soon? Send that little paper.
You get a response just saying, sure, when, where.
I will send it to, we'll go to the Fire Jolt Cafe, 7 p.m.
Cool. Do you guys want to stay in the book garden and plan a little bit more, or do you want to do something, or do you want to just jump to that?
Quick question, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Out
Yes.
of Bernard's family,
Mm-hmm.
are any of them perhaps would I be able to ascertain that any of them are a little bit more stealthy than the others? Maybe even some of the more odder characters are probably a little more quiet, if that makes any sense.
That is something I'm going to have to ask you to ask Bernard himself.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Bernard. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
Hey,
wait
Bernard.
until Jamie.
What about your family, Bucky?
Well, Reggie's a bookworm, and Steph is a, well, I'm not going to use the B word, but
Stacy.
Stacy. Yeah, no, I ain't asking either one of them.
Stacey, if you wanted me to.
She would take over immediately planning everything and would rework the entire team. Do you really want that to be the case?
You don't have a lot of faith in your sister, do you?
I don't have a lot of faith in my family, period, except for my dad.
I do not think she could override most of us. To be fair, she may be force of personality, but force of personality can wield in front of 6 other people.
You need to trust me on this one, Alexi. She may not be able to, but she'd sure as damn well try.
Lexi gets a very dangerous and pensive look on his face.
Hmm.
Is this your interpretation of angry cicada noises?
Yes.
Oh, God.
All right. So, from what I'm hearing so far, we have the four of you. Depending on whether Herschel is up, maybe him. I am gonna go ahead and just not count him towards the 8. He is honestly his own person, and probably would be in character for him to just turn in a sheet of just his own name and just do it himself.
I could definitely see Herschel pulling something like that.
So Herschel I will not count towards the 8. If he joins you, he joins you. If not, it's not going to hurt you guys. So you guys have 4 open slots. Right now, they are taken up by Leslie and Wynn. It's kind of up in the air whether anyone's going to ask Stacy or not. We don't know. And we are going to discuss whether or not Bernard would recommend any of his siblings. Other than that, there's not a whole heck of a lot other opportunities that I've put out there.
Well, if you'd rather, I mean, we can wait for Javen to do the whole meeting with Win thing, or if you want, maybe we could roll for exams. Javen join when they come on.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
I was saying maybe we could roll for exams and have Javen join in when they get in.
Or they could just jump on right now.
Or
Show up. There he is.
Hi. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
What's up, y'all?
Waiting on you, Sunshine.
Yeah. I told y'all to go ahead and start.
We did.
Oh, we did.
We have.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
We
Quick
just
catch up. We did the recap, and now we're discussing the Bucky's assignment. So far, we have Leslie and Wynn. Leslie has told everyone that she is a divination wizard, and Alexi reached out to Wynn to meet at the Fire Jolt at 7 o'clock later that evening.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also,
can I just have a quick like a cliff noted rundown of what his assignment is again?
okay. So he has to retrieve an item from Captain Dapplewing's manor. Captain Dapplewing's manor is kind of a museum / residency hall / office space that's been kind of it originally was the residence of Captain Dapplewing long ago, and upon his death, left it to the campus, who then turned it. They turned the first floor into a museum to Captain Dapplewing. The second floor is kind of a residency / office space for other faculty members. And
Gotcha.
the exact assignment is to retrieve an item from the attic without anyone being caught or seen. The scene is not a automatic failure, but the caught is definitely not going to look good.
And which class is this for?
Tactics and strategy. Basically, what the assignment is for the student to create a team, create a plan, execute the plan, and lead the plan, and I guess don't screw up. Basically, this is testing Bucky's leadership abilities.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay. All right. Yeah. So basically, Bernard's just gonna follow Bucky's lead then on this one.
Another thing that was brought up was, well, you know what, Bucky, why don't you go ahead? Or no, he just went to dinner, didn't he? Yes, he did. Okay. Another thing that was brought up was he was going to ask you about your siblings and whether or not any of them would be of the, I believe his words were, of the stealthy persuasion. I told him he had asked you about that. You are on mute if you're saying anything.
Am I designing my siblings in the moment, or have you already designed my siblings?
For the most part, I've got the general gist of what you've given me.
Okay.
I believe the only one I haven't fully played, funny enough, I believe, is Scott.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Scott sucks.
Yes, there was it. Okay. Bucky, if you would like to ask the question you were going to ask Bernard earlier.
Hey, Bernard.
Yeah.
Do any of your family specialize in not being seen or being stealthier or just breaking and entering?
Bernard kind of like puts a hand to his chin and kind of looks up as you see like a little thought cloud appear. He goes, "Well, there's Norm, but he's worse at sneaking than I am." Okay, so not Norm. Go to the next one, and you see like the little cartoony face of Posey, Persephone, my snow owl sister, and I go,
Persephone is Tibbles. Posey.
Oh, right. Posey is God, I have to keep all my siblings in order.
You had the name right. Like the nickname was right. You just Passivia is her real.
Passivia, yes, that's the one. Well, Posey's light on her feet, but she's not really. She can be a little clumsy at times, and you see like a little thing of her falling over. I looked. I kind of look up to the middle, and you just see like a silhouette of another owl, and I go, "Fuck Scott." And I looked. I looked again.
Scott. It's non-negotiable.
I think out of character, I think our best bet, the sneakiest one of my siblings, might honestly be Lorraine.
Yeah.
Because like Pibbles can be like kind of skittery and fast, but
talks too much to be stealthy.
I don't even know if it's a talking too much thing. I think it's just she doesn't recognize that things other than her exist. Really, she's like that manic like wizard that doesn't really. Yeah. So essentially, yes.
She's more likely to get in there, see something, just absolutely fixate on it, and forget everything else that's going around it.
Yes. Hyper. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Like you said, the only one that would maybe work is Lorraine, and Lorraine is
let's be perfectly clear here. Lorraine continuously scares me.
Scares you how? Literally or figuratively?
Both, I suppose.
So she just appears outside of your door and says, "Boo"?
But Bucky, Lorraine was the one that made you sick when you looked in her eye.
Bucky kind of rubs his beak a little bit. You know, I'll bet if she stared at the guards long enough, she could probably do the same thing.
I shrug.
I'm just saying, if they have to run off into the forest and stare into those endless void eyes, who knows? Might just get them to run for the hills. Run for the hills.
Potentially, if we were going for the wraith in the forest approach.
Well, it's not a bad idea, at least, to send them off in that regard. I mean, it's a start of a plan. It's better than anything I've heard us do so far.
Well, at the end of the day, this is your project. So you have the end all say all.
Bucky kind of rubs the back of his head. I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
This is a test of your leadership. If we fail or succeed, it will be by your doing, Bucky.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, well,
I'll happily recruit people if you want me to, but I'm not a leader.
Well, why don't you go talk to your sister and see what she thinks about it? And I got another idea, but I gotta go talk to somebody first and see what happens.
A shiver runs up Bernard's spine when you say "go talk to your sister."
Would you rather Alexi or Kai do it?
No, it has to be me alone. Otherwise, she won't talk.
Bucky does this, having learned of some of the customs from Bernard. He does whatever the equivalent of a cross for the Christianity would be for your religion, and you basically goes, by the grace of your God.
Good enough, Bucky.
He's trying. He's trying.
You know what? It's there. You did it the reverse way, but I like the spirit, so that's good enough.
All right.
But he got the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so well, yeah. Now Bernard has his mission. I don't know what y'all are doing, but
Before Alexi heads out to meet with Wynn, he looks at Bucky and he's just like, "You are the son of the Storm King. If you have even a little bit of what you've told me about him, we will be fine."
Yeah, thanks, Alexi. Not fully sure I believe that, but I appreciate you saying it.
Well, let us put it this way. If all else fails, I will give you coffee and you will be the greatest distraction we could ever have.
Bucky kind of shudders and goes, as if we need more.
Alexei gives a really creepy smile and then heads off.
All right. So, so far we have Leslie, Wynn, and possibly Lorraine.
we'll see how it goes with my sister. But yeah,
Yeah. All right. Kai, you want to do Leslie first?
she's muted.
She was, but now we.
Are we talking our spell book meeting?
Recruitment. Because technically we didn't do that. We just kind of like.
Oh, valid.
So.
That is quite valid. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. So, do you head up to go recruit Leslie?
Yeah.
All right. Do you message her? Figure out where she is?
Yeah. Where you at?
Let's see. This time of day. Gonna be. Just out class. Meet Fire Jolt? Question mark.
Sure.
Okay, Gio, we'll do that in a minute.
I just want to give you a heads up.
Cool. Yeah, you go over to Fire Jolt. She kind of meets you. You guys order a coffee and a couple danishes or scones or something, and sit down. So what's up? What's going on?
So, I guess my, my friends um had a discussion about some weird assignment about breaking into the Apple Wings Manor, and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm in that class. I've got that assignment as well. I was actually going to ask you if you want to help me with it, but it sounds like you're already part of the group. So I'll
well, I'm sure you could join our group. Like, I mean, your performance the other night with the Steam guys were like, I mean, like that was pretty badass. You didn't have to join us, and I think they like you.
yeah, I kind of just went on instinct. As I I got in there, and to be honest, I wasn't ready for combat yet. So I guess. But yeah, I think yeah that should be. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, cool. I'm happy. That's exciting.
Good. I I'm so are we supposed to meet somewhere, or like are you guys just message me when you want to?
Well, we will definitely. I can definitely easily, obviously, like message
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Easy.
Like you
Um,
can always get a hold of me.
um, but the other thing that we should do is you're a wizard and I'm a wizard.
Uh
We should do some spell swapsies. Sorry.
Yeah, that didn't sound weird.
That was, yeah, no, you nailed it, Ted. That was good job. Yeah.
Innuendo.
From the next table over, Bucky just burst into laughter.
What? Oh my! What is? Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Let's see.
From a great distance away in the background, you just see Bernard doing a thumbs up.
Oh, I didn't. I thought we were.
I thought we were too. Apparently, I can't go anywhere with one of these people following me.
Yeah, I guess they're like pets.
You get a message from Bernard that just says, "You're never alone, buddy."
Dear Lord.
Just in the creepiest way possible.
These guys are kind of weird and a little.
I'm an owl. My hearing is insane.
These guys are really weird. But so yeah, I guess we could. You're talking about like actual like spells, not like something.
Yes, there is no innuendo.
Okay, just
They're being perverted.
Okay, yeah, no, I get that. That's done. Spells, yeah, I can do that.
Spells.
Nah.
Okay. I mean, we can meet up back tonight in our. Honestly, can we do my room? Cause no offense, but your room kind of creeps me out with your roommate.
Yeah. I mean, I probably should actually like talk to her.
Is she all right?
I don't know. I don't know. Here's the thing. She and Bucky had a fight, and because I hang out with Bucky, she just kind of like completely ignores me, which I should probably like break the silence.
Yeah, that seems kind of awkward. Not really.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to bring it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I honestly probably do the same thing, but just not even ever go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll meet you back at my room tonight.
Yeah.
We'll do spell swapsies.
Yes.
Cool.
It doesn't get better if you say it, Ed.
Again, y'all are nasty.
I didn't mean it like that.
Never do.
That's why it's so good.
Okay.
Nasty.
I do got to get to class, but
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah. I'll see you later. And yeah, she goes. All right, you've recruited Leslie. Let's do. Okay. Bucky. Let's do your scene real quick.
Hello. Can I help you?
It might not be quick, but I'll do my best.
Hi.
Okay. So you go to your old boss at the basically Fire Jolt outlet. The gonna pay. Isla Fitzbottom.
Yep.
All right. So you just go to your old job that you are no longer employed there. Let's see who's at the counter. Dane is at the counter.
Hey, Dane.
Bucky. How are you?
Well, in a bit of a tight spot, but I was wondering if Isla was around.
Oh yeah, she's in the back. Give me. Hey, Isla. Bucky's here. Wants to talk to you. And you see her come up. What? Oh, Bucky. Hi. What can I help? What can I do for you?
First of all, I hope things are going well.
Oh, it's nothing new. I've had several students in the past have some education problems, so it's fine. You'll have your job once you get those grades up.
I'm hoping to have that fixed by the second semester. Hopefully, the tests will go better for me this time.
I was hoping. So
I got a question for you, Isla.
Uh-huh.
You've seen quite a few students roaming about campus or anything along that line, right?
I mean, I've seen my fair share, yes.
Who would you argue is either A, the sneakiest, or B, and I know how this is going to sound, breaks the most rules?
Let me think. One that comes to mind. You already know her, but she's a second year. So what do you need for her?
I've got a class assignment that's going to involve a lot
the Dapple assignment.
Yeah, I'm guessing you've heard about it before.
It's nothing new. It happens every year. I knew it was that time of year, so yep. Well, I don't know anyone sneaky, but as far as breaking rules, there's no one better than Leah.
You're kidding.
Yes, you may not see it, but that's kind of her thing. She's able to get in and out of places that yeah, she would be perfect for this assignment.
And there's no other recommendations you'd have?
No one that I can specifically remember. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't. Not a lot of kids I don't stick around to chit chat with the people I'm serving too much. Most of the kids that do are not exactly up for this assignment. They're bookworms and nerds.
Well,
Fucking nerds.
Do you think Dane would know anybody?
I don't know. Dane, do you know anybody sneaky? Sneaky. Sneaky. Unnoticed to disappear. That is a rare trick. No, can't say I do.
Bucky just kind of lets out a big sigh.
Dane is not exactly the most observant.
Yeah.
I'd say, man, this guy can sure build suspense.
No, Dane's good at that. I kind of just throw my arms up and go, "You've been remarkably helpful, Dane."
No problem. Glad I could help.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. You know what? If anybody comes to mind, write me a message and I'll figure something out.
Do you want to leave a note for Leah? I mean, she'll be in tonight. She can maybe message you later.
I think I got somebody else taking care of contacting Leah. But
okay.
Look, long story. It involves another member of our team, but I'm pretty sure we've already got her in hand. It's just a matter of finding somebody who can walk us through without being detected, which looks like may not be possible. All right, well, looks like we're on our own for this one. Anyway, thanks bunch. I'll try to come back as soon as I get my grades up.
Yeah, you let us know as soon as you do. I'll see you around, Bucky.
With that, Bucky bows respectfully and thinking about doing something really stupid, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. You know what? Meeting. I'm calling a meeting of the four mains.
Well, we should tackle our stuff before that happens.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So at the end of it all, at the end of it all, I'm going to send out a message to everyone. We need to have a meeting.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to Bernard because he's going straight to Lorraine.
All right, so I guess the first thing I would do is I would write Lorraine a little message that just goes, hey, where are you now? Question mark.
You wait about 5 minutes. Nothing back. 10 minutes. Still nothing. 15. Still nothing. At about the 19-minute mark, you get a message back. It's kind of cryptic, and it just says where I can see seeing stars during day.
I sigh and go to the biblioplex. this fucking girl. Jesus.
Where in
Is
the
she at the
biblioplex do you go?
the fucking the center part with all the orbs?
The Hall of Oracles.
The Hall of Orbs. That's what I said.
Oracles. Yeah, she's kind of she's at one of the floating orbs on the ground, and she's drawing on it, which you would know that people are not supposed to actually do anything to these floating orbs. They're just there.
Yeah, that's a no-no. Oh boy.
Yeah. And she's just perched on the top of it. No one is security hasn't noticed her yet, but she's doing what she usually does at home, and she's kind of mapping out the stars.
Okay, I kind of fly up to the top, and I'm like, well, I don't touch the orb, but I do kind of like hover a little bit above, and I go, "Hey, what's going on, Lorraine?"
Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Stars.
No. I shake my head no.
You never could. It's a
Yeah,
shame.
that's great. That's great, Lloyd.
Always say the nicest things.
Can we get off the orb?
But they're asking me to do this.
Can I try and use thaumaturgy to make it seem like the stars from above are telling her to get off the orb?
Sure. I'm gonna say if you spend the spell slot, sure.
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip.
If
you do the cantrip, you've probably dealt with this several times at home, where she's defacing property in some sort of way to create her star map, and it's always the star. They're asking me to do it. Can't you hear the stars? Can't you hear their voices? They're speaking to me.
Yeah, that's great. I use thaumaturgy, and from the stars, it just comes, Lorraine, it's time to get off the orb.
Well, good news, Bernard. The stars have told me my work here is done for now. Did you wish to speak to me?
Yes, actually. Well, yes, I did. Is the short of it. Yes, I did.
Wonderful. Did you bring food?
I have food. If you would like some, we could also go get some. The cafe is right there.
Oh, there is a cafe?
Yeah, it's right over.
Okay.
You didn't see it when you first got here?
I only was focused on the stars.
Okay. Let's get off the orb, and we'll go get some bagels or something. I don't know.
I like a bagel.
Wonderful. I take Lorraine over and buy her an everything bagel.
You get her. This is another thing. Is she is just like Pibbles. They tend to get so focused on what they're doing that they forget to take care of themselves.
Yeah, I believe it.
So,
as I
sit
her down, yep.
You take Lorraine, sit her down, get her some food, and she's just happily munching at the bagel, just looking at you, waiting for you to speak.
I am just kind of sitting at the table without my armor, elbows on the table, little bird hand talons kind of tapping the ends of each other, and I just go, Lorraine.
Bernard.
Can you be sneaky?
Now here's the point where give me a second.
Sure. I kind of had her in mind to either be some kind of gross druid or a warlock, one of the two.
For your for the record, she is druid.
Okay.
Stars druid, I'm imagining.
If I can become one with the stars, yeah. Yes, I suppose.
Lorraine, since I'm here, why does it hurt some people to look into your eyes?
It hurts to look at me?
No. That's not what I said. Listen to my words.
Okay.
Why is it? See how we're making eye contact right now and I'm fine?
Make an intelligence save.
Do you struggling so hard? Do you see how we're making eye contact? Can I do this with advantage since she's my sister?
It's your sister. You've done this before.
That's a little bit better. Intelligence save, you say?
Mm-hmm.
9.
You're starting to fall into her eyes.
Yeah. Anyway, and I kind of like close my eyes and shake my head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do something to make that happen, or does that just happen?
My eyes are communing. They see the stars. I'm becoming one with the stars.
Yes, Lorraine, but you're not looking at the stars, are you? You're looking at me.
Oh, I can see through you. The stars are in directions.
There it is. Okay. Anywho, the long short of it, Lorraine, if you're available, my friend Bucky is having some kind of project that he has to do, and I'm helping him with that project. So, he asked me if any of my siblings, and I gesture to her, could either be sneaky or be good at providing some kind of distraction. So, can you do either of those things?
Well,
because Posey is too nervous to do much in high stakes situations. Norm's too big to go on a stealth mission. Pibbles, well, you know Pibbles, and Scat, I don't want to talk to. So.
No, I don't wish to talk to him either. But he would make a good distraction.
Yeah, but that means I would have to talk to him, Lorraine.
Well, then don't.
You're so right.
I must consult the stars. And you see her close her eyes for a minute.
I wait patiently.
And then you like about 30 seconds later, she opens them, leans forward. I can help.
Fantastic. I feel like at this point, I can still look at her face. Like I look at like her forehead or like her chin or something, so that I don't look at, but it looks like I'm looking in her eyes.
You
I
look
kinda
at her beak.
Yeah, I look right at the beak. I don't stray from the beak. And I look and I go, oh, fantastic. What are you willing to do?
Well, the stars can help. I can become one with the stars, and I can help. I can help others.
You know what? Good enough for me. I kind of I kind of look around to see like if there's a way of telling time around here. Um, uh, and I just go, okay. Well, I have to go back and consult with and tell him the good news that you'll come and help. Um, so we'll be in touch. I'll let you know when we need you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, I'll see you then, Lorraine.
Okay.
I nod, wait for her to
She
move.
gets up.
Okay, I was gonna
She gets
say,
up.
I wait for her to move. She doesn't.
She gets up. And if you wait around for a minute or two and watch where she goes, she's going back to the Hall of Oracles.
Mother. You know what? She can fight her own battles, and I wave my arms at her, and I go off, and I go back to the meeting place.
This is not your concern.
She's my sister, not my child.
Fair enough. All right, let's bring it back to Alexi, so that way we can then go to the reconvening of the four, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Alexi, the 7 o'clock rolls around, and you head to Fire Joel. You find Wynn just sitting in a booth, sipping at a cup of tea.
I slide into the opposite side of the booth. Don't really order anything, just look in and say, "Good to see you, Win. How have you been? We have not talked in a good minute."
No, we haven't. It is unfortunate.
It is. I apologize. I have been busy with classes, and unfortunately, they are kicking my ass.
That is quite quite unfortunate.
What are you doing in your classes? I imagine you are doing quite well.
Yes, actually, I am doing quite well. Have you made any progress on our mutual problem?
The biggest problem I am having is finding a source of disrupting the loop. But when I communed with Atrios, I forgot to tell you, I did have a small, not quite an upgrade, but definitely a conversation with my god. And
with that, you see Wynn's eyes go a little wide and just not in surprise, but just impressed because they're nodding.
it was not as hopeful as I wished, but suffice to say, there is a way to get us out. Now, whether I can get myself out, that that will be the pickle.
Well, suppose when it comes down to it, there's always choices.
Always. And speaking of choices, I have one to offer you.
Ah, interesting. I was wondering why you asked.
Yes, I figured you could use a little excitement. Let's be honest, I have not personally asked exactly what your schedule is, so I don't know. Are you taking the tactics and strategy class?
Personally, no, I'm not. I heard some second years talking when I first signed up, saying that any combat class was quite difficult, and so I elected not to go for it this year.
Generally, I would agree with you. Captain Hanali is very rude to people who actually like to do their fighting close up. Don't ask me why.
Hmm.
But we have a friend who has an assignment from this class to break into a building and take something without being noticed. So he needs to gather a team of individuals to do so, almost a test of leadership and strategy.
Hmm. With that, you see Win kind of lean forward, lace their fingers together, and rest chin on their hands. Just And which one is the one in charge?
I believe you. Yes, you would not recognize him. He's the one who looks like an eagle. Bucky was his name.
The bigger bird.
Yes, definitely. The bigger one.
Hmm.
Do you mean tall or wide?
This is intriguing.
The choice is there is a spot on your team for you if you choose to join. If not, I will still happily continue to meet you. We can actually set a regular study date and we will continue to discuss our mutual problem. But it would also get you a chance to work with others and see what other opportunities might be available if you are so inclined.
Hmm. This
There is no
does sound. It does sound intriguing. And honestly, I could use the excitement. Strixhaven was quite overwhelming at first, especially compared to where we're from. But
It is
I can
nice
feel
to
it.
not have to worry if we're dying every other day.
Yes. But I find myself becoming bored. When you go from a place of constant struggle to a place of, well, this, I find myself expecting the struggle again. And this might take my mind off of it.
It is
So,
understandable. I also feel this. Not quite an ennui, but definitely a sense of relief, but also tension.
mhm.
If this can alleviate your boredom, please give it a thought. We are meeting later if you would like to join me.
I think I will. It
Yes.
does sound.
I take in full view of when I'm just gonna say, if you don't mind, I'm going to tell them you are coming.
You have my permission.
And Alexa's just going to write, Win is in, shoot it off to Bucky.
Oh, right. I probably also should have done that. Yeah, I would go. I would shoot something along the same lines.
Yeah. Cool. And from there until the meeting time, I'm going to buy Win dinner and just listen to them bitch about their classes.
Oh, honey, that's terrible. Tell me more.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sit there. Win is taking mostly silver quill classes. A few lore hold for the research, um, basic research methodology, stuff like that. But yes, you guys have a good, honestly, a good bitch fest. It's very eloquent and not like animated at all, but it's a very good conversation.
Mm-hmm. Good.
All right. So with that, Bucky, you have everyone gather back at the. You wanted to gather back at the usual spot, the garden, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Time comes. Do you message everyone that you're ready?
Well, I basically text need a meeting, usual place.
Everyone, you get that message.
Yeah, I mean, I was already heading back there anyway.
Cool.
Can I respond? Are we bringing our friends?
Our recruits.
You can. I send that out.
Oh, in the middle of the bitch fest, I look at Win and just say, "Oh, it looks like it is about time. Would you like to head out? We are meeting at, I believe the garden area of the biblioplex."
Fascinating. I do find that place calming. And they stand up. They stand up, and as you kind of walk, they honestly take your arm, just to not in a like romantic fashion, but just take your arm.
A politeness kind of thing.
Yes. So, and you two head over. Bernard, do you retrieve your sister?
I guess if I guess if we are, I would go get Lorraine off of the orb. Not being so careful to never touch my sister ever. But like, all right, come on, Lorraine. Let's go. Over to the garden.
I'm almost.
Nope, it's time. You said you would. Come on.
Okay. I am here.
5 minutes later.
Yeah.
About
5 minutes
after everyone else arrives.
I imagine this image is Lorraine looking up at the sky, walking in a direction, and I just hit like really slow. And like for every 3 steps small steps she takes, Bernard just takes one big step. Nope, to the left. Okay. All right, straighten out. Step.
Oh, are we here?
Yep. All right, everybody. Yep. Okay, everyone. This is my sister Lorraine. Lorraine, this is everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Good of you to come. I do not believe we've been properly introduced. My name is Alexei.
Everybody, Alexei. Good to meet you.
Alexei just looks at Win, shrugs, is like, "This is new."
They just
Would be enough.
The amused smile, just, all right, this is actually starting to get interesting.
Well, Bucky?
Yeah, everyone's there. Go, Bucky.
Yeah, I look at Bucky.
Bucky's kind of pacing a little. Bucky's kind of pacing a little bit and looks to the group and he says, "Well, thank you all for coming. First of all, I feel like I need to say a few words before we even get started. First of all, not all of you are taking part in the class that this is a requirement. I know that at least one of you is, but maybe some of else of you are. But regardless of that, if you're not a part of that class, you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart and the value that we have on our friendship. And for that, all I can say is I'm in awe because, well, I'm certainly not the leaderish type like some other people I know. But regardless, I appreciate you all being here. So no matter what comes out of this, I thank you all." And Bucky bows. Now then, here's the problem that we have so far. We've got quite a colorful cast, and I think we could probably do some pretty interesting designs here, and probably do a couple things that will probably scare the bejesus out of any guards that try to get anywhere near us.
I take a very, very small step away from Lorraine.
Order?
Yes, yes, Alexi.
We know where the thing we are stealing is, but we do not know what it is. Until we do, perhaps we should leave the planning, because, let us be frank, if this is something large we have to move, it is going to be much more difficult to disguise us taking it. If it is simply something small, we could shove it in somebody's coat, and bing, bang, boom, Bob is your uncle.
Bing, bang, boom.
While I agree with that statement, Alexi, I mean, there's only so much that we can plan on until we actually get in there. The point is that none of that's going to do us any good until we actually get our asses in there.
I agree. I am simply wondering if it would be better to make the plan once we know what we are stealing, and then do the casing of the joint, so to speak.
Well, this preliminary meeting, at least in my opinion, is about how we get our asses in there. And I was hoping that I'd be able to find someone who was a little bit better at walking around unnoticed, thanks to my previous employer. Unfortunately, that came up empty-handed. So, even though this is partly my grade and partly another person's grade, I think we needed to hold this next little decision to a vote, because I have an idea about how to find someone. But I honestly don't know if it's a good idea, but considering this is pretty well known assignment for this class, who knows, it might actually be a quite ingenious idea. Bucky holds up a flyer, and on the flyer it says, "Looking for someone who can walk around quietly. Please meet at such and such." Or contact, or it specifically says contact Bucky. Bucky O'Donnell. Because we can have one more member to our team, I was thinking maybe I could put up this flyer and see who comes a knocking. But I don't want to do anything without y'all's approval. So if any of y'all disagree, well, we'll try to come up with another plan or just start theorizing with the team we got. So what do you guys think?
Quick question, Bucky.
Yes, Ed.
Do you carry your father's journal on your person?
Yes, I do.
You look over, and Wynn is currently reading it.
Oh.
Very interesting.
What did she roll?
Check to see if this is a thing.
What did they roll?
Sleight of hand. A stealth and a sleight of hand.
And they rolled
a 23 and a 25.
Yeah, okay, that was way past what anything I could do.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I believe that stealth.
What?
Oh, this is.
Sorry, Ed. You were saying something about stealth?
No, Win is just kind of sitting there like. Bucky just put on this speech about like we need to find someone who could sneak in, be stealthy and whatnot, and Win is just sitting there having successfully stolen Bucky's journal, or Bucky's father's journal, and was reading from it the entire time.
okay, so because they rolled practically double above my passive perception, I don't think I would even notice that they stole the book. I would just assume that they have their own copy. So I would continue with the speech. So what do you guys think? Should we find somebody to add to our team and fill up the roster, or go as is?
Alexei, did you know that Bucky's father is... Read this. Just see this.
I think at this point, Alexei would finally notice that Win is reading the journal, and it's just like, looks at Bucky with the look of, are you shitting me?
What? What happened? I mean, it's a good book. You should read it.
I am not saying it is a bad book, but wasn't this on Yule about 3 minutes ago?
What do you mean? Mine. What do you mean? Mine is right. What the fuck? Bucky looks down at his bag, opens it up, looks back at Win.
Very interesting read.
How did you... I was looking in your direction.
I want it very much known that this entire time Bernard has just been sitting and staring daggers at Win just for existing.
This is nothing new to Win. Oh boy, hold on. Other thing you notice, Lorraine is wandering in the background behind him, or behind them. Like still in the garden area, but just not really paying too much attention.
Not taking my eyes off of the whatever this thing is. I use thaumaturgy. I use Yeah, no. I'm well aware, but that's not how Bernard sees it. I, Javen, have put it out of my mind so that I can further be into the mindset. I use my thaumaturgy to just call in a voice above Lorraine that just says, "Stand next to your brother, Lorraine. He needs solace."
You see her just kind of, oh, okay, and wanders back over to you.
I'm still staring at this thing, and like, as soon as Lorraine comes next to me and she goes, "Hi," I go, "Good. I needed companionship." Just like so deadpan.
Glad I could.
Wow, Lorraine, how did you know? That's wild.
She smiles.
When? I'm guessing that means you can probably sneak your way into the mansion, huh?
Among other places, yes.
All right. Well, Bucky kind of puts the flyer back into his little messenger bag. Can I have my book back?
Of course. They just hand it right back to you. No questions asked.
Bucky takes it, puts it in his messenger bag, and locks his messenger bag up this time. Okay, well, that solves that problem. Guess I should have asked the group if anybody thought they could sneak in. Guess that's a failing on my part. Well, okay. So Bucky kind of shuffles a little bit because now he doesn't know why he called this meeting. he's he's just kind of that solves that question.
Do we know what we're stealing, Chief?
Have you turned in the sign up sheet for us? We technically should be signing something.
Oh, right. I pull out the piece of paper that's got the sign-in information on it, and everyone, if you'll just add your names to this paper, I'll go ahead and turn in the assignment, and we'll figure out what we're getting.
Yeah, I do so.
Can I safely assume that everybody signs it?
Yeah. No, I just said I do.
No, I know you did, Javen. I'm asking Ed if I can safely assume.
Leslie takes some. Leslie signs. Sorry, Lorraine. Takes a minute. Just what? What am I doing? Oh, okay.
Just sign here.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Then Win kind of skeptically takes the paper and leans over to Alexei. This isn't some sort of trickery, is it? This is
Not
just.
that I am aware of.
All right. Well, might as well find out. And they sign their name.
And I'm guessing all of us sign as well?
Yeah. Alexei definitely signs his name.
With a flourish.
All right. Everyone just stay right put. Hopefully this won't take too long. I'll get this into the hands of the teacher, and we'll find out what we're stealing, and then we'll come up with a plan. Be back in a flash. And Bucky opens up his wings and flies off. I head to the teacher.
You get about 20 feet.
Here we go.
You don't even hear the woman. It just immediately you feel the spell and poof, back down to earth.
I didn't even think I was in the fucking. Did I mishear? We were in a garden.
The gardens are in the Biblioplex.
No. Like the garden's outdoors of the Biblioplex, isn't it?
There are 2 indoor gardens.
Yeah. No, we would pick the one that's outside.
Oh. Okay.
I thought we were outside.
Yeah. No.
Fine.
Yeah. No. We're 2 birds, an elf, and like, well, whatever Alexi is. We would always pick outside.
Fair enough. All right. That was a mistake on my part. Bucky, you are fine. You fly beautifully.
I'm gonna kill the fucking librarian.
Yeah.
The librarian is the final boss of this entire game, and all of you need to hear me on this.
Hey man, ride or die, brother. I'm here.
All right, so you just take off, leaving everyone there. It's not too long of a flight. That's just kind of a mailbox sort of situation. You go to the actually you go to the manor itself, and there is a turn-in box kind of set up for the assignment that says tactics and strategy assignment, and you turn it in. You place the sign-in sheet in. It kind of does this mystical, just like glowing thing for a minute, and then it kind of opens up the front falls forward like a mailbox, but it just kind of opens up like a little quarter of the way, and just inside is a little tiny scroll.
I take the scroll and I open it.
It reads. Oh, what was the name of the thing? It was guys, it was like a orb that like glows or something.
Drift globe?
Drift globe. It's a drift globe.
A blip.
You.
Yeah, we're looking for blip.
Pretty much.
Cool. I get that information.
So
I fly it back to my group and finally relay what we're stealing.
The entire time while Bucky was gone, I was like, I have gotten out of my cast off armor, am currently sitting on the little like head collar of it, arms folded, legs crossed, staring at what's his face.
When?
Sure. I don't trust him.
We can tell.
That's all I had to say.
Your mistrust is perhaps not well placed, but understandable.
I just grunt at you.
And
we just lost. Oh, there he is.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
God, I had lost God for a second. That was terrifying.
The universe collapsed into a singularity for but a brief moment.
I know.
Strixhaven didn't exist for 5 seconds.
Okay, so where was I?
We're looking for blip.
Yes, you were looking for a drift globe. You get back and report this. It doesn't take long for you to do the flight there and back. And so how are you proceeding?
Does anybody else see the irony that we are sneaking away with something that makes a great deal of light?
Well, technically, it only activates if you say the phrase.
Let us hope we do not figure out what the phrase is.
Well, that's going to be a problem. It could literally be anything, so maybe best if once we get closer to it, we go to nonverbal communication of some type, don't you think?
I shrug. Makes sense.
Hey, Alexi, how about you, me, and Bernard later come up with some language? My dad's journal actually did go over some nonverbal language that they use in the middle of combat situations. We might be able to cook something up just between the three of us and be able to spread out everything that we need.
If I may, we could always just message each other.
Don't you think they might be able to detect that in the middle of the mansion?
They do messaging. It's a public building. They do messaging in it all the time.
Yes, that's all well and good, but we would have to take the time to write the message. And sometimes there's not enough time.
Oh, okay. I guess. Never mind.
Not saying you're incorrect, but by any means. I'm simply adding that some kind of nonverbal communication could help. Not now, obviously. When are we supposed to go get this thing?
Before the end of the semester.
Well, actually, before the end of the month.
Oh, right. Sorry.
We have a month to do this.
I nod.
And I'm starting to wonder if maybe because we have two people from tactics and strategy, that it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us.
Well,
Dude, wait a second. If you two are in the same class, do we need to get two separate things?
No, it's just one. That's why we did the sign up.
You get the item one per sign up, and so we just group together and we're both retrieving the same thing. And
Gotcha. Okay.
The biggest thing is that me and her can't get caught. If either one of us get caught, that's the end game.
I mean, it's not end game. Technically, it's you. I can get caught, and it'd be a better because I'm not leading. You are. Oh. You're a group. So if I get caught, we're fine still. If
well, you get drops, but
so basically, Bucky, no sacrificial moves. You're our king.
Unfortunately, even though I seriously do not like the sound of that.
Well, that's the cost of leading sometimes.
No kidding. Starting to wonder why my dad even wanted to ever be a king.
Well, when you're the king, the best fights are saved for you.
Bucky kind of chuckles. Well, considering we're not supposed to be fighting in this regard, that may not be a cause for a celebration, but you never know, right?
Exactly. This is but a formality, my liege. And then I do a very, playful bow.
Bucky immediately, reddens up and is like, oh god, no.
You see Lorraine not knowing that this is just a joke formality,
no, don't.
Yes, Lorraine, we are, yes.
Bucky, this person, you must bow.
Bucky closes his eyes like, good God, stop it.
Okay. Sire?
No, please don't call me that. God, call me anything else.
Bernard lets out a rare laugh.
Back on, damn it, back on topic. Bucky points to something, look, distraction, anything that's not this.
Bernard perches back on his armor again.
Okay, breathe, Bucky, breathe. Oh god. Okay. All right. Bucky kind of collects himself for a second. All right, we know what we're getting. Now I just need to be getting inside. I think the first thing that is called for is to find out how many guards will be on the outside, and if possible, try to figure out how many guards will be on the inside.
I mean, I think we should just worry about the guards on the inside, especially if we try to go while the manor's open to the public. Because, I mean, yeah, there'll still be, some guards on the outside, but if we're trying to get up to the attic, I think the guards are on the inside. Right.
If I may, there are no guards staffed in the manor. The manor itself has its own kind of security system in place. A lot of things just kind of they come to life.
That means they don't need guards because the house can defend itself.
Yeah.
Of course. This makes our lives so much better.
There's got to be a way that the house tells who's friendly and who's not. There's got to be some kind of identification.
Well, not really. it's more of if you're supposed to be there or if you're not. It's kind of like there's no one supposed to be in the room, or people are allowed in the room.
Well, but who decides who decides who's in what room, or where somebody's supposed to be?
The hours, honestly. The lower floor is open to the public. What did I say? Like 11 to or 10 to 6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
At some point. Yeah, the first floor is just open to the public, and so people won't be well, everybody will be allowed in there, so the security measures won't be active. And the second floor is faculty members only. That's kind of like the badges. Like we have our student badges. The faculty have their faculty badges.
Is there a scanner that reads the badges?
It's kind of the like again, it's like the house, the manor itself is just like its own security.
But would it be able to recognize, let's say, like a fake badge?
Or even if we took an instructor's badge and wore it ourselves.
I think what she's getting at is the house itself knows who's supposed to be there. Badges, people, irrelevant. It knows. It's a magic house. It's the house for the faculty.
Yeah. It's like I mean, I heard stories that people say that it's Dapplewing himself. Like he just his ghost or spirit or something like lives there. I'm not sure it's actually what it is, but if that's what that is, but I mean it would explain it that he's just he was a big I mean he handled disciplinary stuff while he was here, and so yeah, he it would make sense that when he died he just kind of like was a security system or something.
Okay, is there a way to dispel the house for an hour or so? I mean, if we can get the house to stop acting up for an hour, we'd be able to walk in and grab what we need and walk out in no time.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe not. Not necessarily our. I mean, maybe Kai and I can maybe come up with something, or like maybe Win maybe you can sneak in or something and figure out what's. I could try and sneak in.
Well, I think we need to figure out what's powering the house, whether it's ghost or purely magic. If it's a ghost, we need a way to get the ghost to leave the house for a while. If it's purely magic, we need to find a way to power down the house for a while.
Well, I mean, that's not...
Yeah, that's not going to...
It could just also be individual security systems. Like, you power down one, sure, but then there's the rest of them still active.
Bucky begins to rub his forehead. Do you have a plan?
No, beyond just go in, don't get caught, and...
But the house is magical. The moment we go in, we're caught, right?
I mean, I don't...
It's more of like maybe once we get to the second or third floor, there might be like traps.
Yeah. Traps. That's kind of... Sorry, that's kind of what... sorry, I'm bad at... I don't... This is why I didn't want to do this assignment. I don't do well with...
I just kind of take her hand. Breathe. It's okay. take a minute, find the words that you want.
If I may,
Go ahead, Bernard.
why don't we just go there during the day and then make up a battle plan afterwards?
Exactly. If this place is open to the public in the interim, there is definitely a way for us to obviously case this place. We can make notes. They know that we have this assignment. They are obviously forewarned that people are coming. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, they are
Because
on the lookout for people doing whatever we are going to be doing. Our job is simply to note what defenses they have and what we don't notice, and then make these work. Right?
Right.
Bucky kind of
now.
Go ahead.
Yep, go on. No, you go on.
Bucky kind of ruffles his feathers a little bit. This is sounding increasingly like we just go in and see what happens, but I'm guessing that's all we got at this point.
Well, that's not what we're saying, Bucky. We're saying this place is a museum. It's open to the public between when 10 and 6, something like that.
Yeah, 10 and 6.
So it's open to the public. What Alexi and I are saying, Bucky, is that we go there during the operating hours, split up, look around the place, entrances, alarm systems, things that could come to life, etc. So we are doing what you are talking about, but we're doing it right in front of them.
Exactly.
So that it's less suspicious.
Exactly. They already know we are coming. You have given them a list of people who are going to be participating in this assignment. It is not a problem if we are there trying to beat these safeguards. They know we need to do that. So we are obviously invited. And Alexei kind of, his eyes glint when he realizes he says they've been invited. His picture coming into play. We are invited to play in this playground, to discover the secrets, and to see what we have to get this drift club out. There is nothing saying that we cannot make that house into our own plaything if we have the ability. Granted, we are probably not that powerful yet, but I believe, Bucky, that if we have foreknowledge, you can give us a definite game plan that we can all acknowledge will get this done.
After rubbing his head a little bit, Bucky just kind of goes, yeah, probably. I do have one final question, though, and this might determine a couple of things or not, but if we want to see how good the defenses are at night or when the place is supposed to be locked up a little bit, does that mean one of us may want to try to wait in the bathrooms and see what happens, or do we all just want to come out when the building closes up?
Wait in the bathrooms. That is.
Well, my thinking behind that is if somebody just happens to wait in the bathroom and then come out and, oh, I didn't realize I was in there for that long, or, I passed out or something like that. You can make up all kinds of excuses to walk your ass back out of the mansion without necessarily getting in trouble.
You would be.
Remember, we were given this assignment, and you have turned in a list of people that they know have this assignment, correct?
Yes, you'll have your.
I raised my finger in the air. We might have a trump card for that plan if we decide to go with it.
Bucky looks right at Bernard and goes, I thought you were thinking what I was thinking.
I point at Lorraine. And with that, kind of like dull, like kind of like out of their like gaze, like, huh?
Yeah.
Will Smith gesture with both arms, like, ah? Ah.
Lorraine just stands there, just.
Lorraine, did you catch anything of what we just said?
No, I was listening. I was listening to stars.
Yeah, there we go.
I with one open palm like gesture, like there you go.
They were telling me to stand next to you.
Oh, fantastic! It's good that you listen to them. I then look at Bucky, look at Alexei, look at Guy, and then I gesture with both arms back to Lorraine.
This could work. The trick is getting her to not spill everything as soon as she's caught.
Hey, Lorraine. If you follow my instructions when we're in the manor, I will sit and look at the stars with you. I just deflate a little bit.
All right.
Okay. This is the plan we're going with, then.
All right. So, if I'm understanding correctly, the plan right now is to send Lorraine in there towards closing to wait in the bathroom until
we're all gonna go into the mansion at some point or another to case the joint. At some point, we're gonna send Lorraine into the bathroom. I'm going to tell her what I would like her to do. I will even write it on a piece of paper if she would like, about where we want her to try and go sneakily. Or if any, well, no, Bernard wouldn't pitch that. Bernard wouldn't pitch that. But we can try and send Lorraine to like a key part that could help us and see how strong the security is. At which point, Lorraine will most likely, and I'll tell her to just be like, yeah, no, just, I didn't tell you to do this, but I'm telling you to do this kind of situation. She's not dumb. She's just Lorraine.
she's focused on the wrong things.
Sure.
Much like Pibbles, it just Lorraine is the stars. Pibbles is whatever.
With Pibbles, it does not matter. It can be shiny, it can be gross, it can be a person. It doesn't matter. If it's slightly interesting, it catches her attention.
Yep.
Whereas, with Lorraine, it's not so bad.
It's a little bit more simple. It's just the stars.
Exactly. So I am willing to help her with her studies if need be. I'm willing to watch the stars with her, even though it's heavily not my thing, if she follows these instructions to a T. And that means no getting distracted.
I'll do my best.
That's all I can ask.
Okay. All right. With that, so just so I can remember this correctly and have you guys are gonna go separately during just any time of the day. You're not going as a group. You're just each going doing their own reconnaissance, or like small.
We can go as a group. I don't care. I just
Yeah, I mean, and on top of it, if we're all more or less friends, it would make sense for us to kind of go to a museum together.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well then, you guys make plans on one of the off days, essentially like the weekend, everyone meets up at the manor, and time for the casing of the joint. You get there, and like Leslie said, it's open 10 to 6. People are just going in and out. Not a huge amount of people, but it's a small museum that like how to put this? It's not like the science of industry. It is more of like if you went to some historical figure's house. There's gonna be like if you went to like Abraham Lincoln's house.
Okay.
Way to pick all the Illinois things that only I know what you're talking about.
I tried.
Yes, Abraham Lincoln's house. I go there all the time.
Essentially, it's like some historical figure's house that they lived in some long time ago. It's historical. It's some sort of tourist attraction, like a tourist trap. But this is like on campus, so you guys, it's not a big crowd, but there's definitely people there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys would know that for the assignment, it is not, people are not living in there, but there are still faculty members that hold hours there. Like they have office hours there because it's just that's the way they operate their school or their lessons. It's not like big classes. It's more like one-on-one stuff because these are small offices and rooms. But it's there still will be faculty members there during the day.
Gotcha.
So you guys get there. That one. There you go. That is the
ground.
So I didn't want to say it during planning session, but if you look and just study that map very closely, there are no bathrooms.
Out on the ground floor, at least.
Yeah.
This makes total and complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who designed a living facility with no bathrooms? D&D, that's who.
Yeah. No, I'm for the sake of this, like, argument, because it makes no sense that they wouldn't put bathrooms in the manor, like, anywhere. And if you if you go back and look at Bow's End, Bow's End has bathrooms. If you look at Fire Jolt has bathrooms. There's no bathrooms here. So there's a room up. There are actually two rooms, one on the left, one on the right, in the top, kind of before you see the balcony veranda things on the top of the map. There are two smaller rooms. Like there's a long room, and then there's two smaller rooms off to each side of that.
3x2 rooms, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn one of those into a bathroom, so it's kind of like a split one-person male-female bathroom.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna say the right-hand one.
Okay.
So I just wanted to point that out because I was looking at it the entire time. It's like, all right, well, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
This is a decent plan. Where's the bathroom?
Yeah. All right. So there you go.
Where's the bathroom, Jeremy Crawford?
There actually are no bathrooms in the spirit realm.
Thanks, Avatar Aang.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, that was Sokka that mentioned that.
I got the series.
Anyway,
right. Give me credit.
Don't care. Moving on.
Yes, thank you, Geo. Anyway, if you guys would like to start your reconnaissance, you will be the main entrance is at the bottom, that big veranda. When you walk up, you see kind of the grand, very colonial style. Well, not colonial. Pillars in the front of the veranda. I don't remember my architecture. Columns, yes, columns. The veranda is kind of shaped out by columns that lead into the main entrance. It's kind of like a patio with little patio seating out there for people to just sit and enjoy the weather or something.
Yeah. So I'm counting a total of, all told, 20 statues.
Yes.
Okay, that's promising.
Yeah. Actually, if you get in there and look at the statues, I will read you the description. Actually, if you could all just make a quick history check for me.
Let me find my dice.
Oh, nope. Not for this guy.
17.
17, cool.
For win, 19.
16.
No, wait. Right. For Alexei, 19.
I was about to say I rolled for win. Okay, 19 and 16. Kai, you said 16?
16.
All right. So you, Alexi, Bucky, and Leslie would all understand that these are all in depictions of basically Captain Dapplewing's old military companions, people who served with him, served under him. Basically, his adventuring party, essentially.
What's a big adventuring party?
You also look around and see a lot of repeats. Like there are like 4 statues of this person. There's like 3 statues of that person. Like there in total, there are about 4 different people, but there are just a bunch of statues of that person all over the place.
Man, these guys had an ego or what?
No, actually, it was Dapplewing himself that just was obsessed with them. So
Bucky gets a very scary feeling looking back at his father's journal.
Cool. You guys make your way into the grand hall.
Ed, I have a question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do we have any indication that if we, like, for example, in a real world scenario, if some person just kind of absentmindedly starts to walk upstairs, a security officer would be like, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" "Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wander into. I was just absentmindedly walking upstairs." That might fly, that might not, but most of the time security's gonna be like, "Well, just get back downstairs" or something like that. Do we have any indication if we accidentally try to wander somewhere that we're like the grade is done and we're just caught?
So right now, you can, from the assignment, you know that the second floor is still it's still a semi-public area. Like if you go upstairs and into the hallways, people are not going to stop you because it is still technically an office space that people run classes from. Give me a couple more minutes here, Javen, and I will wrap this up for the day.
You're good, man.
But yeah, the upstairs, like if you just go upstairs and wander the hall, people are not going to stop you. If you start entering rooms, if you start snooping places, that's when people are going to be like, hey, no, you're not supposed to be here. Or honestly, if you are actually in a very restricted area of the manor, the security system will activate.
So as far as I can tell, or at least as far as Bucky can tell, if I tried to walk upstairs right now, I would not fail the grade.
No.
Cool. Bucky does try to walk upstairs then.
Okay. Send you that map. You kind of walk past the grand hall, and to one of the stairs. There it is. There's the second floor map. Like I said, if you wander the hall, if you stay in the hall, you're good. If you start opening doors and going in places,
Are there windows on the doors? Are there any way to look inside them without opening them?
they're solid. They are solid.
So there's there's no way to look inside.
The south side of the map, those offices are all labeled like by the individual faculty member that occupies that room. Except for the one on the right, that one's just kind of like a open.
An open office.
It's for those that need to have not a large group, but just definitely like if they need to have like a group discussion, like say a group of kids got themselves in trouble and had to be all in the same room getting the same lecture from disciplinary
Get it? That's the game over room. Got it.
Well, it's not the game over room. It's that is the room where it's just generally where people go for bigger meetings.
Yeah.
That was just an example.
So do I recognize any of the teachers' names?
No.
Cool. No reason to knock on their doors then.
No.
Do I see an entrance up to the attic?
Surprisingly, no.
Okay, so no way to get to the attic from the second floor. Got it. After...
do me... Let me see. Give me a second. Now we gotta figure out where you're at. All right. Do me do an investigation check for me.
6.
I'm gonna say that Wynn comes upstairs. They saw you kind of sneaking around and figured, all right, someone should be sneaky to help you, and we'll give you the help action.
And sorry, what does that do exactly?
Roll again at advantage.
Okay. Son of a bit. I rolled a 2 the first time, a 3 the second time. Motherfucker.
Are you rolling on D&D Beyond again?
Yes!
Stop it!
No! It's not like it does any better when I roll natural dice.
You know what? Is anyone else gonna go upstairs?
I rolled the 4 on whatever check you made us make last time. I don't know what that gets me.
Nothing.
Okay. So yeah, I'm probably just walking around babysitting Lorraine.
Yeah, she's kind of wandering around, just not. She realized she should be in the bathroom, and just kind of, where am I going?
Not yet. Not yet. We're waiting until the nighttime.
I guess Alexi will head upstairs.
All right. Investigation check for me.
That is a 14.
Not enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Kay, did you go? Kai?
Hold on, give me 1 second. What steps did you go up, Bucky? Which side?
I would say that I went on the left side.
So to try to look more discreet, I'll try to walk up on the right side.
Okay. No one stops you. Everybody upstairs. Give me an investigation check.
Nope. Nope.
Leslie will give you the help action.
Cool. Thanks, Leslie.
Yeah. I got you.
Let me grab a different dice. I might have better luck. It's the same roll.
What did, just for the record, what did you get?
Got it 10. Both times.
Not gonna do it.
I'm aware.
All right, so yeah, you guys don't find the entrance to the attic while you're up here.
I mean, fuck it. I can try my hand just to see if something works.
Yeah, you tell her, sit down, just sit down somewhere, and she does.
Cool. I walk upstairs. Y'all find anything? I roll perception.
Investigation.
It's investigation?
Yes.
I was cocked anyway. Investigation. That is 15.
All of you are wandering the hallway, looking up and down. You cannot find any sort of entryway or like any sort of signage or anything that would lead upstairs. Everything is just this level. Bernard, you come upstairs. You're just kind of wandering around. It's like, oh, hey, you're looking for a way upstairs? Okay, I'll help out. Walk along. You're kind of walking along the north edge of the wall when you come to that little circular room-looking thing in the center. You're just kind of running your hand along the wall, looking around. You're not even like focused on what your hand's touching, and then all of a sudden your hand gets caught on something. Like it not like it grabs it, but like you definitely feel like a gap in the wall where it's just like, and then you kind of start patting around and then you press the wall, and it kind of pops out. And
the whole time I'm like, please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. And I push it.
It's a secret door.
Yay! I audibly go, yay! I put my arms up.
Nope, you are not spotted. You get wind just goes like, shh.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry, sneaking.
With that, we are going to stop. It is a good time of the night to kind of wrap up, especially with some of us not really holding it together. So we will pick that back up next week. You guys have found a secret door.